Hey, Viking fans, the Minnesota Vikings released who their captains are for the 2022 NFL season. Let's find out who they are next in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is another episode of Skull World brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. You can find me live on the Purple Podcast with MC Rap, the MLK of Viking YouTube. He's bringing all the fans together. And I go live on Tuesday nights. And unfortunately, tonight, it's not going to be live, most likely. Who knows? Rap's out of town, but I'm going live on the Purple Code on Facebook and on YouTube and Twitter. They stream it to all three platforms. Make sure you go over and like the Purple Pocket Podcast. Go subscribe. The Purple Code. Go subscribe. And, of course, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below on my channel. You are entered in to win a contest. I'm already giving away $60 because this is my first episode where I've reached 600 subscribers. Thank you so much for bringing me here. Your lifelong dream of being a Viking fan, giving Viking content. I thought about being on a radio show when I was younger, and hey, I'm just making it happen right here on the YouTubes. Thank you. We reached 600 together. Now let's get started for what we're here for, and that is to name the Viking captains for your 2022 season. Let's get started. And the Purple Hulk will always be the captain, but we'll start with Kirk Cousins. Obvious choice. Usually your starting quarterback is a captain unless he's like a rookie. Even then, sometimes they're named captains in their first year. But obviously, Kirk Cousins, he's taken upon himself to be a leader on this team. He's now more outspoken. You just can tell in practice. I mean, he's running down there when the second team scores a touchdown just to high-five the guy who did it. He's not even throwing him the ball. So I love the way he's acting in preseason and in camp, and it's just been awesome. I think it is, that weight hanging over him of the head coach not wanting him to be there is gone. Let this guy flourish. And he wasn't well liked by the previous head coach in Washington either. So, hey, I think he's got a head coach that believes in him, and it's shining through. This is our captain, Captain Kirk Cousins. Yes, sir. And, of course, Adam Thielen, who's a better example of coming to work, making it happen, winning the job than Adam Thielen. Dude's a born leader. Players love him. He doesn't take any shit, as you can see on the sideline sometimes. And in the practice against San Francisco, he was protecting his teammates. We all love Adam Thielen. He's my favorite player on the team currently. I hope he plays forever. I know it won't happen, but hey, I'll be sad to see him go eventually. But hey, let's get in that ring of honor. Not that you already aren't, but hey, Adam Thielen, captain of the Minnesota Vikings. Awesome job. Now this guy, Dalvin Cook, this guy loves football. That's all he talks about. This guy loves frickin' football. Another great example of a guy working hard. He played injured last year, and when he did, he played well even. I know, he gets hurt, and he misses a few games, but he is one of the guys that's the heart of the offense, heart of the team. The guy, and the coaches rave about him. This was a no-brainer. Dalvin Cook, captain of the Minnesota Vikings. Gotta love it. I know CJ Ham is well liked and all. It was a surprise. Maybe we need one guy in special teams to be a captain, but this is our fifth. Well, we got 5. Let's see here. Well, this is 4 of 5 offensive players as captains. I'm thinking CJ Ham does a lot of special teams. He's probably the captain for that. Otherwise, he's not going to be on the field that much on offense. But I know people like him. I know coaches rave about him. The players rave about him. he is one of the good guys in the locker room. And it's nice to see a guy who played football in South Dakota, where I'm from, Augustana College, make it as a captain on the NFL team, the Minnesota Vikings. CJ Ham, congratulations, captain. This guy's a no-brainer too. Who is the biggest leader on this offensive line? You need a offensive line captain. ONeill solidified himself as the captain in the offseason and last season. He's the one true leader on this offensive line. He's this guy, when he speaks, you listen. Brian ONeill, when he says something, you know something's going on, because he's not going to do it that often, and he did this offseason. And I think it's gelled this team together, and they named him the captain again. Congratulations, Brian ONeill, being the captain of the Minnesota Vikings. What an honor. Boom. Brian ONeill, captain. This guy, the next guy, everybody loves. He's unheralded. He doesn't get any respect, especially from PFF. That's Eric Kendricks. This guy's a heart and soul of the defense. And he was never given the green dot before by Zimmer. I don't know. It's like he didn't speak about Eric Kendricks. It's all Anthony Barr. Eric Kendricks, captain of the Vikings defense. There's only 3 of them, and this is one of them. And well-deserved. Eric Kendricks getting his due. I'm the captain of the Minnesota Vikings. Skull Vikings. Eric Kendricks is your man. Next guy, I feel like's a little bit of a no-brainer. This is kind of a bad picture of him. I didn't find too many of them. But Patrick Peterson is a mentor for this team. He is taking the cornerbacks under his wing. He doesn't hold back. He's not worried about his job. He wants to win Super Bowls. He's helping these guys. He's unheralded. He's just the grizzled vet. Got all the knowledge, passing it on. What a team player, Patrick Peterson. I was so happy when we re-signed him. I know we needed it, and he's there. And I would think he would give up his job if it meant one of the younger guys, if it meant the Vikings winning the Super Bowl. I have no doubt this guy would sacrifice. Who knew that coming over? And as he came over here for Zimmer, he took less money than staying where he was at or going somewhere else. He took less money for us. He took even less money this year. Patrick Peterson wants another day in the sun and another day under the dome with the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. Skull Vikings. Patrick Peterson. Let's do it, man. Congratulations. And here's the guy. Doesn't do a lot of talking. Just does a lot of playing. Does a lot of hitting. It's the hitman, Harrison Smith, the one true captain of this team, the leader everybody looks to. He just leads by example, and when he talks, you listen. Loves playing football. The other guy, the Dalvin Cook of the defense, who just loves freaking playing football, just wants to go out there and hit somebody, doesn't care what people think. He's a leader by example. The other players love him. The other players look up to him. Future Hall of Famer, Harrison Smith, captain of your 2022 Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go Vikings. This is a good group of captains. A guy that didn't make it. 2 guys that didn't make it that jump out at you. Justin Jefferson just is not a true veteran yet. He's only in his 2nd year. He's going to be a captain someday, no doubt about it. Great work ethic. 1 more year, he's probably a captain. And then Zadarius Smith, you came over to this team. If anybody on the outside coming in could have been a captain, like a Patrick Peterson is, it's a Zadarius Smith. He's a captain, but just doesn't got the C. Same way with Justin Jefferson. They're captains just without the C. Let's go. Skull Vikings. That's it for Skull World. Brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your enthusiastic host, Dave. Give me a subscribe, like, and follow. Enter my contest. I want to give free money away for you on the day of the game against the Packers. I'm giving away merchandise in a form of a gift card, so you can go to your favorite website and get what you want. I wish it was Vikings gear, but hey, whatever. If you need a new spatula for the kitchen, I don't give a crap. I love you guys. Thank you for getting me to 600. Who's happy? This guy, because you guys did it, and I appreciate you bringing me with you, man. I love the Vikings. I love you guys. Rap. You're taking the day off. I don't know. Let's do this. Skull Vikings. See you next time. Cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Skull Vikes.